So while looking at the comments of the Shino Numa video, I saw that I got a new member, and his challenge that he wanted me to do was melee only on Mob of the Dead, which Mob of the Dead is actually my favorite zombies map of all time, but melee only, definitely not my favorite challenge, gonna be honest, because until I get the golden spork or a shield, this will literally be the slowest and most difficult thing in of any challenge I've ever done, possibly. So to start off the challenge, I was just gonna fill up these dogs, get the Hell's Retriever. I'm not gonna be using that because it's not really a melee because you throw it, and also it would make it way too easy, but I do need it to actually get the golden spork. So I have to get that, and also I have to get all the plane parts because you can't get the golden spork unless you've rode the plane at least once. So I have to knife kill the zombies in these tiny little small areas where these dogs are. So, gonna be honest, I almost died doing this one like 2 or 3 times literally. So I was just like waiting until I would get like one zombie spread out, and then I would just kill it because knifing in a group with no jug is way too risky. My strategy for this was to just beeline down to the docks to get jug and the shield parts because the regular knife is not gonna do much past like round 5-ish unless I at least have jug, and then the shield can carry me to at least 20. So I spent a couple minutes just trying to knife through like these rounds, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I was already like 20 minutes into the game on literally round 4 because that's how like long and strategic I have to be about this. Now that I had that dog filled up, I literally just need to knife enough to get jug so that I'm like comfortable enough to just keep going, get more points, and get the shield parts and get back up there. But this is BO2 where a lot of zombies can just kind of double hit you instantly, so I just had to pray to not go down, and I went down. That was kind of my fault because I didn't sprint, but like still, this challenge is actually like terrible for the early game. After recovering from that down and then getting some more points and going to get jug, so now I'm actually semi set up and I just need to get the shield, and then I can at least get a little bit farther. These early rounds were literally just so slow, just trading around, knifing, just trying to get enough points to go get the shield parts and try and do the plane parts as well, so that I can eventually go get the golden spork and actually like start playing the game. And I was literally just training around here, and this is not really the best training spot at all, especially with that door right there open. So I almost died a couple times, and if I did die, it would have been so annoying to buy jug back. And then just a tiny bit later, I'm just still trying to get more points, and exactly what I said I didn't want to happen happened. I backed up too far, died, and now I'm gonna have to try and go buy jug back. So I'm gonna have to be knifing with no jug to get it back. So yeah, this early game is just not it at all. Like, this is just terrible. And right here, again, backing up a little bit too far, and then I get double hit trying to jump past them. So at this point I was like, yeah, this is just going to be a restart. I'm going to have to play these like first 6 rounds again, and these rounds were so slow, so I was just like really annoyed that I was going to have to play them all again. So as soon as I got up with 0 afterlife left, I'm just completely trapped, but I managed to jump past that one and only get hit once, and then get past all the others. I literally got so lucky with the way the zombies were when I first got up, and I was able to knife enough to get jug again and just hope I don't down again because I have 0 afterlives. At the end of this round, I was able to run up here and go get the Hell's Retriever, which doesn't really mean much because I still haven't rode the plane, so I can't go get the golden spork yet, but at least I have it now. So I'm basically just still training down here, waiting to get enough points to just get all the shield parts and then just get back up there to actually be able to buy the doors to go and just build all the stuff I need, and I got an insta-kill, which really helped. And then at the end of round 7, I finally got the shield, so now I don't have to just knife anymore. So I finally have an actual weapon that can get me far enough to actually be able to get the spork. And a little bit later, I finally went and got the free blundergat so I can turn it into the acid gat. Obviously, for this challenge, I have to get kills with the acid gat because if I didn't get the golden spork, I wouldn't be getting past like round 20. So it's just more entertaining if I'm able to go get this golden spork instead of just only using a shield.
That's what I've been talking about all this time.
And then here's something about Mob of the Dead that I actually wasn't too sure about. I knew you could kill Brutus with a melee, but I thought you could only do it with the golden spork. But I spent like a little bit just trying to knife kill him with the actual knife, and you can, but it does take a good while. Like I think it took like actually like maybe like 10 to 15 good hits on him with the knife to get his helmet off, and then it was like 5 to 10 more to actually like fully kill him, but he is meleeable. So I started just getting all the plane parts now, and this one I almost died like trying to a couple times, and I wanted to actually like get points from these, but then I was like, it would take too long to knife them, but the shield doesn't give any points at all, so I just decided to shield bash them, and that I would just wait until I actually had the golden spork to try and get more points, because just knifing them with the regular knife on 10 would just take too long and be too annoying. Finally, on round 11, I made it to the bridge and didn't really plan on staying here long, but at least I made it so I can actually start getting the golden spork now. I really meant it when I said not gonna stay here long, because I literally killed the one zombie left and got out of there, because killing multiple Brutuses that spawn in per round with just my knife is not gonna go well. Time to get kills with the acid gat. I'd say I played like maybe a round and a half just getting kills with it, waiting for the audio cue that tells me that it's done. So I guess I technically didn't do melee only the whole game, but if I didn't get the golden spork, I don't think this challenge would have gone past like round 10. So yeah, I mean, I kind of just had to get some kills with it. So at the end of the round, I ran up and got it, and this is where the fun of the challenge actually starts, because this thing's a one-hit knife until 34. So yeah, this is where the melee only really like starts to begin. And to just start off the melee only, I went back to the bridge, tossed the acid gat into the pack punch, and just let it disappear so that I only had my pistol now. I kept the pistol just because I wanted a gun to hold when I was like running, so it didn't just like look blank. And then this is just to show off like how fast the thing can kill the Brutus, but apparently I'm not that good, and the Brutus actually killed me. But this thing can, like, I think 3 or 4 shot a Brutus as long as you're actually hitting them, but I was literally missing and just getting completely just like bodied by all the Brutuses, so I just left the bridge immediately. So right now, when you're looking at the screen, it might look like there's some frame lag, or like I'm just having like really bad FPS. I don't know why that happens on Mob of the Dead, especially for some reason, for me, but this happens. I don't know why. It happened on Town as well. Maybe it's because I'm clipping so many things of the game. I really have no idea. But the rest of this game was played on like 10 FPS, so I'm basically doing 2 challenges, melee only and play the game on a toaster from 1985 that's like freezing up and having terrible frames. But even with the lag, I thought since this thing's a 1-hit, I probably won't be going down until at least it's like a 2-hit. But this was a lot harder because the Mob of the Dead training spots are really only good once you actually have like a full setup, like the Vitrolic Withering and everything. So this training spot was still like, I was like still kind of struggling in it, even with the 1-hit knife, because it's just not like a big open area like a place on like Kino or Ascension or something. It's still like a tight area. So to just be completely real, this challenge was literally just knife as much as I can and just get bullied every time any zombie is in a place I didn't want it. Because if there's a zombie in my way, I can get it out of my way, but most of the time the ones from behind me are just going to kill me anyways. Unless I have like a full health shield, because most of the time they're just going to break it and kill me anyways, because I can't really kill them. And after that down you just saw, I was like just thinking, yeah, it's fine, I'll just be fine. And then this happened. I was really scared I was going to game over, because if I game overed at this point and had to replay all those early rounds, I would have been so mad, because those rounds actually took a long time. Like I was I don't even know, maybe like close to 2 hours into the game at this point, literally, because of how slow the early rounds are. So I was just like praying that I did not fully die and was able to like go get Jug back. And finally, I hit 30, but this is not the goal at all. I just want to see how far I could go because this thing is still a one hit, but it's not going to be a one hit for much longer. So that's when the game really gets hard. And when I would get an insta kill, I would always just use the shield because it can hit like multiple per, like, I don't know, stab or bash, whatever you want to say with the shield. And the spork can only just hit one. So I would usually just use the shield on an insta kill, and then when I didn't, just turn around and just knife them with the spork. It can definitely go wrong because, like I said earlier, this is a tighter area. But as long as you watch your back, you should be fine. So when I would down, I would usually try and finish off the round with no jug because getting jug is such a hassle because it's so far. And right before this, I did take it down. It's not on the clip, but I don't even remember how I died because I'm editing this a couple hours later. But I ended up down here again, and I do remember this because I was really scared because you can see it very well in this clip. I'm lagging so bad, so I was like super scared that I would fully die because I'm literally lagging. But like I said, since it's still one hit, I would usually try and like finish out the round for the most part with no jug, but just always make sure I have a shield, and then I would just go get jug when there's like one or two zombies left, literally. But right here is me ending 33, and start of 34 is when this thing becomes a two hit. So this is where the challenge goes from a challenge to literally impossible. The rounds literally become so much slower once it's a two hit, and it's like so much harder to actually kill because half the time you're turning around, getting a couple knives off, but it's just on like multiple different zombies, so you're like barely killing, it feels like. So yeah, once this thing is a two hit, it's pretty much useless. Like, you're never really going to be using it, and I took it down like pretty early into that round, and I was already thinking that maybe this is like as far as I'm probably going to get because once it's a two hit, it's really not good to use it like at all. And even now with one afterlife left, my stupid self decided, oh yeah, I can still try and just finish the round with no jug even though it's not a two hit anymore. And this happened the first time I tried the knife, so gotta get jug. I actually ended up completing round 34. Moral of the story is, buy jug. Don't try and play with only melee with no jug because it won't go well. And then round 35, this is kind of random, but like this little glitch happened that I've never seen before, so I thought I would just throw this in here. Like, all the zombies got stuck to that wall for a little bit, and then as soon as I went near them, they all started moving again. Remember how earlier I said I'd use a shield on insta-kill? Well, on this one, as soon as I got the insta-kill, my shield broke, so I was basically just using the spork because it's actually a two hit now, so an insta-kill is still helpful, but not that helpful. But this is the best clip of this. I don't know how I managed to get through this. I actually managed to jump past that one, heal at exactly the time it hit me, and run past every single other one. Now, to go from a high to an absolute low, I took 2 downs on 37. One's not in this clip, but I went down to just 1 afterlife because I tried to finish around with no jug again after that first down. And if you thought that was dumb, after getting up, getting a new shield, I still tried to finish the round with no jug. I don't like, looking back at this, I still don't even know what I was thinking. Like, I knew that that wasn't a good idea. But thankfully, I guess those zombies hitting me knocked some brain cells back into me, but not that many because I ran straight towards the gondola that wasn't even up there and somehow didn't notice until I was directly in front of it. So I kind of just put myself in a bad spot and had to run the long way all the way down to Jug. And if you know anything about Mob of the Dead, you'll know that running down this middle round is an absolute death trap. So I had 0 afterlives, but the game just wanted to see me win because I actually got past every one of them and got Jug. And so next round, I was fully recovered from those downs. I got an afterlife again from getting to this round, so it's looking good. And then middle of this round, I go down again, so I'm back to 0 afterlives. So the main goal at this point was just to get 40, because this golden spork is going to start falling off to a 3 hit pretty soon. And I just don't think I'm getting past 40, to be honest. Thankfully, I didn't try to finish the round with no jug and actually went and got it and then played the rest of the round. So I guess I did smarten up a little bit, but yeah, I hit 39, so just one more round to 40. 39 started off very well with me getting an insta-kill and a nuke, so I was just going to try and kill as many as I could with the insta and then just go grab the nuke. But I broke my own rule, and when I said earlier to always make sure I have a shield, and I didn't have a shield there, so I had to run past the nuke without being able to grab it so that I could actually dodge the zombies. And I missed out on a lot of kills with the insta-kill, so I didn't get the nuke and missed out on kills. But after, I think, like 20 minutes literally of just, looking at zombies and pressing right trigger, I finally was on the last horde and could just finish this challenge, because I was not going past 40, honestly. But yeah, here's round 40. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna have another Shino challenge soon that my newest member commented. So yeah, thanks for watching this, and please nobody ever comment any melee challenges ever again. And yeah, just thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't comment melee challenges.